Battlefield's new boss states that DICE made too many changes with 2042. Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer reveal takes things to the next level, several new Assassin's Creed games have been revealed, and much more on This Week in Gaming. Hey guys, LevelCap here. In a recent interview, Vince Zampella opened up about Battlefield and how he plans to bring it back to its roots. He even acknowledged that Battlefield 2042 strayed too far from what Battlefield is. He stated that DICE tried too many ambitious things that didn't spend enough time iterating on what makes the game fun. Most notably, Vince says that multiple studios are coming together to work on future projects and that they'll be given enough time to make their games. Rushing Battlefield development is nothing new and is typically one of the biggest reasons that corners are cut. Hopefully under Zampella's leadership, devs will be given enough time. This week, new details and gameplay for Modern Warfare 2 were revealed at the COD Next event. Content creators and press got hands-on with the new multiplayer modes in Warzone 2. The developers at Infinity Ward are changing things quite a lot this year, which has got fans debating. Modern Warfare 2 introduces new swimming combat, a whole new gunsmith system, co-op raids, and a host of changes to Warzone 2. Most controversially, the player count for Warzone has been lowered to 100, and it now features 50 bots. These bots are also present in the Gulag. Loadouts have been removed in favor of store-purchased weapons as well. Based on the reaction from people who played the event, the game looks and plays great, but the new changes might not be for everyone. The beta is live for PlayStation owners and will be live on other platforms next week. Ubisoft showcased tons of Assassin's Creed content this week as well. Not only was the next mainline title revealed to be Assassin's Creed Mirage, but several other future projects were announced too. Mirage is a throwback to the stealth-focused Assassin's Creed games. In contrast, a Japan-based game called Codename Red will be more RPG-themed, similar to Origins or Valhalla. Codename Hexa looks to follow the witch hunt of the 16th century Europe, but very little information was shared. Codename Jade is set in China, but is reserved for mobile devices. During the same Ubisoft event, The Division also got some announcements. The Division 2 will continue to get quality of life changes and cosmetics. On top of that, Ubisoft announced The Division Heartland, a new standalone game from Red Storm Entertainment. This support studio has done additional work on past Far Cry games and The Division 2. Heartland will be a free-to-play survival action shooter. It supports the same third-party gameplay as the main games. According to the game's creative director, it'll be based in small-town America in contrast to the main series' urban setting. Early playtests are currently available for signups. Star Citizen reaffirmed that its highly anticipated 3.18 update is scheduled to go into public testing this month. This patch will bring persistent entity streaming, allowing all spaceships and objects to remain in the live universe, well, indefinitely. In addition to this, the patch is pretty much rewriting the entire back-end server technology in preparation for Star Citizen's future. Salvaging was also showcased during an episode of Inside Star Citizen. This is an upcoming profession in which players will be able to use tools or even spaceships to strip the hulls of spaceships down to the raw materials to either sell or repair other ships with. This profession has been teased for many years, and players are eagerly awaiting its deployment in patch 3.18. Naughty Dog's hit adventure series Uncharted is coming to PC at last. The Legacy of Thieves collection only contains 2 recent titles, but it's a start. A Thief's End and The Lost Legacy will ship on Steam and Epic Games on October 19th. The PC version will feature ultra-wide support, 4K resolutions, and a variable frame rate. It also features a redesigned UI and more fine-tuning to make the performance as consistent as possible. It even supports the PlayStation 5's DualSense controller with full haptic feedback and adaptive trigger functions. It's unknown if other games in the series will be ported over. It might depend on the success of this collection. Elden Ring launched earlier this year and instantly received massive praise for its engaging combat and world building. As many players expected, the first of many Game of the Year awards was given this week. Elden Ring was awarded the Japan Game of the Year award, and while that might seem early, the Japanese Game Awards run from April to March rather than January to December. And while it being both critically and commercially successful, this is undoubtedly the first of many awards to come its way. The only major clear competition seems to be God of War Ragnarök. And speaking of Ragnarök, Sony released a new story trailer this week. It showcases brand new locations and boss fights, including that of Thor, the God of Thunder. Visually, the game looks great, and the gameplay appears to be as fluid as the last. Sony also used this opportunity to announce a new limited edition PlayStation 5 controller themed around Ragnarök. The blue and white controller will be available for hardcore fans on November 9th, the day the game launches. The original version of Overwatch that launched back in 2016 will vanish on October 6th. The game servers will be shut down and converted into Overwatch 2. The sequel will launch just over 24 hours later on October 4th. Overwatch 2 will be free to play and ditches the loot box system in favor of a battle pass. It also offers cross-play and cross-progression. Overwatch 2 is adding new heroes and lowering the team count to 5 from 6. Capcom has kept very quiet about Resident Evil 4's remake since its announcement in June, but during their online show this week, they did confirm that the remake would be launching on PlayStation 4. The PlayStation 4 wasn't mentioned as a launch platform during the reveal, so this is new information. The game's producer also shared that another game showcase will take place in October. Fans are hoping that we'll see some actual gameplay of the remake. Before we get on to our next story, let us know what you think of Vince Zampella's interview responses. Do you think he's got what it takes to turn Battlefield around? Or are you switching to Modern Warfare 2 this year? Let us know in the comments. 1997's iconic James Bond game Goldeneye 007 is coming to Xbox Game Pass and Nintendo Switch. The devs at Rare have faithfully recreated the game for Xbox users. It'll offer 4K resolution, smoother frame rates, and feature split-screen local multiplayer. Unfortunately, online multiplayer is reserved for Switch players, and overall the graphics of the remake are less than stellar. This is because it's an upscaled version of the Nintendo 64 version, whereas many fans expected it to be the full remaster created by Rare back in the early 2000s. It would have launched on the Xbox Live Arcade and looked a lot better than the N64 version. Sadly, the new game isn't a remake of that, instead it's just the N64 version. Now, if you're looking for more info about the Call of Duty news and my opinion of the reveal as a Battlefield player, check out this next video. It's a breakdown of all the new stuff Activision revealed, plus my thoughts. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is Level Cap, signing off.